Station MuchWest, Red Beach, Kip Winger. We have them trapped here in Vancouver, where they're contemplating moving here for a couple of days.
Totally.
Moving here. Look at this.
I know it's not Pittsburgh.
Amazing.
It is amazing, and the women here are unbelievable.
We were out all night last night, and I mean, it's like a party town, but at the same time, like it's really beautiful and you can hang out.
That's kind of the best of both worlds, isn't it?
It's really
the best
great.
of both worlds.
Here's a heavy question. The secret to surviving in this business. Kip.
The secret to surviving in the music business is just to write hits. You know, write as good of songs as you can, and just write and write and write and write, because you can get a million tattoos and you can go get arrested and you can do all that stuff, but nothing's ever going to cut through the way a hit song is going to do it.
It's interesting because that applies to country.
Absolutely.
You know, middle or anything. It's in the groove. So how about the tunes for this latest album? How long did you work on them?
Some longer than others. You know, there's one song on there that took like almost a year to write. Kip wrote it. It's got all these. It's called Rainbow in the Rose.
Oh yeah.
And it really shows the extracurricular talents of this gentleman. It's amazing. Oh, you're quite welcome, Kip. All right, Kip. Yeah, there's like cello parts, not real cellos. We could use real cellos, but we did use real horns. And you know, he arranged the whole thing. He's like Mr. Juilliard School of Music kind of guy. Yeah. So you know, it really sounds really cool. It's different.
You've always been looking for a way to mix that classical background that you have and rock and roll and putting the two together, yes?
Yeah, well, it's because I used to listen to the Beatles, you know, and George Martin was, he used to orchestrate all that stuff for the Beatles. I always thought they did it themselves until I started reading the credits, you know, so I learned how to write like that. But even, you know, Bruce Fairbairn was I think an oboist.
He was a horn player.
Right, yeah, horn player in an orchestra, so he does the same thing. I think if you think about music in today's way, you know, you have to think arrangement, orchestration, all this kind of stuff, so you have an edge on. If you're into that, I mean, if you're just into the three-chord stuff, then that's good too. But we're a little bit more than that in terms of musicality. Reb has played on a lot of albums and went to school, and Rod, our drummer from the Dregs.
Yes,
you know,
the Dregs.
Yeah. He's a god. We call him Rod the God.
Rod the God.
And Paul, you know, so we all come from a kind of more of a musical background and concentrate on the music more, and that's why I got into doing that.
Okay, so you're standing on stage and you're playing the stuff and you're grooving and you know, laying it down, and you look out there. The other times you say they're not getting this. They're just
Totally. We did when we opened. We joined the Kiss tour about a month ago, and Slaughter opens, and then we play, and then Kiss plays, and we went out and we picked all our songs that were like the most musical songs on the album. We opened with Heart of the Young and stuff, and people just looked at us like,
what?
Just totally didn't get it. Yeah. And so we put all the real heavy stuff back in, and there, you know, it works better. It just depends on the crowd, you know. Because when we were playing with Cinderella and the Bullet Boys, we played a few more of the musical tunes, and they got it. You know, it just depends on what audience you're playing for, and until you become a headliner, you have to kind of tone your set to who the headliner is, until the audience is coming to see you for you, and then you can pretty much play whatever you want.
How far are you guys away from headlining?
In America, we're not too far away from it. We've only played one gig in Canada, and that was in Montreal in a little club. Like 3 people showed up. You know?
But we rocked them anyway.
And we were like, and then we hear the one guy at the bar go. And we had sold like 1 million records in the States.
Yeah.
So, you know,
the humbling business.
It's okay, though, because that's what keeps you real, you know.
Sure.
And so, it's going to be the same for us in Europe. We're getting ready to go to Europe. No one knows who we are over there. So, I mean, we're quite a ways away. You know, I think you got to sell 5 or 6 million records to headline.
Yeah.
And we're totally, in the totality of our 2, we're right around 3, you know. So, you know, we were going to be around, you know. We're not in a hurry because it took us a long time to get here, and we want to make sure it's the way we want it when we do end up being a headliner, so we don't, you know, we don't sell out our ideas or anything like that, because the honesty is the only thing that ends up being anything that will have longevity.
It's the only thing that attracts me. That's what I'm looking for. And any band that has the ex-Dixie Dregs drummer is all right by me. I'm sorry, man. From the bottom up.
Yeah, he's
God
awesome.
to God. Okay, tell us about Can't Get Enough and the video. Where'd you shoot it? And tell me about the tune.
Can't Get Enough, like he was saying, some of the songs on the record took 9 months, and Can't Get Enough took a half hour. But that's because it was just, that it doesn't make a song better because it takes a long time. It's just, some songs are more inspired, and Can't Get Enough was definitely inspired because Reb wrote the guitar lick for that in about 5 minutes. And then the vocal, it's the only song I've ever ad-libbed. I ad-libbed the first verse and the second verse verbatim, what you hear on the album.
And I was freaking out the whole time, like, that's it, that's it!
I mean, I didn't use a notebook. Usually I sit down and write them all down. And
yeah, kicks
pull
me
out
out of
my
the
rhyming dictionary and my thesaurus, and you know. And this one I just sang into the mic, and it's that spontaneity and honesty thing, you know. That we just wanted a really gritty beat that we could do a video about sex.
No.
This video was like the biggest party you could have ever gone to. It was a 2-day shoot, and man, we stayed up for 2 days making it. It was great.
It was.
You want to introduce it?
Hi, this is Kip Winger and
Red Beach
from Winger, and this is our new video, Can't Get Enough.